Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. We're moving up Mount Gagazet now after we gotten past the Bronzo. And oh, we have some enemies to fight. Now, like you'd expect, these are just the regular kinds of enemies that you're going to find pretty much anywhere in the game. The wolf, the dragon-looking thing, and the robot. And each one has a specific character that you're expected to use against them. Oh look, that was easy. That was very easy.
No time to waste. Let's go.
These mark the graves of summoners and guardians who failed.
You have to imagine that that kind of thing happened a lot, given that the summoner's journey is a pretty dangerous one. Even though actually making it to the end, getting the final Aeon, summoning it against him will kill a summoner, chances are they're not going to make it that far. That's why more than one summoner travels at a time, I guess. Here's one of the things I think is a little bit weird. The way I'd played my Kimahri character, he is actually a better magic caster, better black mage than Lulu is. He also is a little bit faster, I think, and he has a higher attack power. So overall, Kimahri is just in every way a better character than Lulu. Don't attack those little plant things. Don't attack those little... Okay. The reason why you can't... I shouldn't have attacked those little plant things with Tidus is because he's still carrying the Brotherhood sword with a magic attack with a water elemental attack on a sword. You attack those plants, they absorb water attacks, they take no damage. Here we have another variation of the bomb. These are the most pain-in-the-ass enemies in the Final Fantasy universe, except for maybe the Tomberry. Because they explode after you hit them a few times. This fight is going really long. Hurry up and kill something. Ooh, this is not going to work. Here we go. Expect to take a little more damage than that, but okay. We're getting pretty close to the end of Yuna's journey here. I mean, if Zanarkand just on the other side of this mountain, we just need to cross the mountain, well then, everything must be getting kind of weird. We've kind of seen that already when we were in the Comlands and standing around the Ronzo's territory, how Tidus and oh geez, what's his name, Riku, they're all like racking their brains trying to figure out like, oh, how are we gonna figure a way around this situation? I mean, oh look, a sphere.
Hello, Yuna. I hope you are well. I wonder how old you are now that you're watching this sphere. You must be very beautiful, like your mother. I wish I could see you. Oh, by the way, Jekt and Orin send their regards. So far, our journey has been very entertaining. Of course, it is a hard journey. but I have no regrets. It is the path I have chosen. Yuna, when you have grown, you will have to find your own path. Do what you must do the way you want to do it. Doors will always open themselves to those who do. Listen close, Yuna. Your future is yours to make. Live the way you want to. Whatever way that may be, you have your father's full support. Yuna, I will always be with you.
I think it was a little bit of a wasted opportunity. They could have shown Yuna's response to seeing that sphere by their father talking to her and talking about how she should choose her own path, yet she chooses to follow in her father's footsteps. And I think maybe the reason why she did that is because she was looking for some way to be closer to her father even though he was dead.
Summoners that die up here aren't sent to the far plane.
Why not?
Who would send them? They die alone.
So that means...
Many have become fiends, and they may want Yuna's company.
Well, Yuna will be fine.
You're right.
Sin has been ravaging the land for 1,000 years now. And assuming that the calm lasts 10 years, and then or about 10 years, and they defeat Sin within like only a couple of months of it rising. We're going to go and assume that there were 100 summoners who managed to go and defeat Sin. And out of that 100, let's say, I don't know, there were maybe 10 or so summoners at a time trying to go and defeat Sin, and let's assume that all 10 of them died here on Mount Gagazet. That would mean there was like 1,000 of them out here, all fiendy and stuff, trying to kill Yuna. A little bit later on, we're going to see a number that's probably very exaggerated. But, yeah. Wow, there are a lot of fights in this area. This drove me insane trying to play through this. What the hell are you doing here?
Greetings, Lady Yuna. My name is Wands.
We have met several times before, right?
Not running today?
I have to carry on my brother's business. You've met him, I think. Owaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Wait, you're that guy's brother?
My brother wanted to come help Lady Yuna, but the temple imprisoned him for helping traitors.
They imprisoned him because of us?
He doesn't regret it, though. In fact, he told me, before they took him, "Don't worry about me, just go help Lady Yuna."
But why would your brother do this for us?
Well, hey, this isn't the time for talking. There's dealing to be done. Welcome to Owaka's.
Now, at this point, you have the opportunity to buy items from him. Even though I didn't show you doing it, what I would recommend you do
Thanks.
is go and buy the item called Holy Water. You need this for a battle that's coming up ahead where you're going to need to use it. It cures the zombie status, which instead of where if you're inflicted with zombie status, if you get cured, it actually hurts you instead. Remember the Everay monster that we had fought underwater in Bavel? That had zombie status, and we were able to defeat it pretty easily using healing items. Well, the same thing can happen to you, so you have to be careful, and buy plenty of holy water.
All this way only to fail. It must have been tough.
None of these characters are dressed particularly warm. I mean, look at what Titus is wearing. Look at what Kimari is wearing. Well, he's got fur, but look at all these characters are kind of dressed for summertime, it looks like. So, why aren't they freezing to death? Quick save.
Aeon, you know.
I know.
I still haven't thought of anything.
Me neither.
What are we gonna do?
We'll do something. We just don't know enough yet. Until we do, we really can't help Yuna. Let's go to Zanarkand. We'll find something there. It'll all come together. I know it.
Hey. Just now, you sounded like a leader, you know?
Star of the Zanarkand Abes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Aha! Huh?
Whoa!
Ah, the son of Jack.
Riku, run ahead and tell Auron.
You are not fighting him alone!
Just go, go!
Now is your time to die. Prepare yourself, son of Jack.
Not if I can help it!
Save some for Kimari.
Lady Yuna, it is a pleasure.
Yuna.
Ascending so soon? Allow me to say something to the last Ronso before I leave. Yours was truly a gallant race. They threw themselves at me to bar my path. One after another.
No.
Kimari.
You could end the suffering of this poor Ronso.
I don't understand you.
Allow Kimari to die and release him from his pain. Spira is a land of suffering and sorrow caught in a spiral of death. To destroy, to heal Spira, I will become Sin. Yes, with your help. Come with me, Yuna.
Once I have become the next Sin, your father will be freed again.
Ah, what do you know?
Pitiful mortal.
Your hope ends here. And your meaningless existence with it.
This is one of the few boss battles in the game where I thought I might have trouble with, and turns out I was correct. I was actually killed the first time I fought this. This is why the characters changed a few seconds ago. Now this is going to be a tough one, because he has 3 abilities which will mess you up real bad. One is one that he's already done, the Lance of Entropy, and then he goes and casts full life on your character. Lance of Entropy will go and inflict zombie status, and then full cure will take you out regardless of how much HP you have. So you gotta be careful about that. There we go with that again. Now, Waka has zombie status. Now I'm just gonna swap his character out rather than trying to cure it. He has an elixir if you want to steal that. Go ahead. His other ability is called Cross Cleave. Now that's just an attack where he flies out with 2 swords and does a lot of damage to all 3 of your characters at once. Now if you have weakened characters or weak characters, you're going to find that it's going to take you out with 1 hit, and that's something you got to be careful about. In my whole party, levels aren't exceptionally high. So the only 3 characters I have that will survive a cross cleave would be Auron, Tidus, and I think Riku will too. I don't know about Kimari, I don't think so. Also, another thing you may want to do is, and this is surprising for a boss battle, but Seymour in this fight is susceptible to poison. So have Lulu, if she has the bio spell, cast bio on him. And it does, what was that, 1400 HP per turn? So that will whittle away his HP pretty quickly. Something else I'm going to do is use Riku's overdrive here to mix, what was that, a grenade with a smoke screen, or whatever that was called. There's probably more than one way of doing that, but it inflicted silence on Seymour. He was cross cleave. Both Riku and Auron survived that. Oh, better get Lulu out of there. What am I doing? No, 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 don't do it, don't do it. Oh, that's gonna kill Lulu. Ah, killed Lulu. Because I cured her while she had zombie status. Time to do this right. He's gonna try full life again, but zombie status has been cured, so it won't do anything. Jeez, Riku is a fast character. I have her affected with haste and all, but she's the only character attacking here. Now you'll find once Seymour casts this protect shell over himself, you actually do a better job. You would actually do a better job attacking that other little thing that's in front of him, because there are two enemies right now. And we'll see that with Kimahri. He's going to perform his overdrive, or at least in a minute.
You have angered Kimahri. The spirits of the Ronso will guide Kimahri's spear.
Well, once he casts the barrier, the protect shell, you're going to want to go and attack that other thing in front of him, because when you take that thing out, it'll suck HP out of Seymour. So it's a way of doing damage, like not directly against him. That's enough out of you. Pull someone else in. Haha. Okay, so look, there are two enemies here. Kimahri are going to attack both of them. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Okay, talk to him. Or not. Oh, that was a mistake. See, what I did was I went to do Grand Summon, which is Yuna's overdrive. What that does is it summons an Aeon and fills up their overdrive gauge. And let's say the Aeon has a full overdrive gauge to begin with. What that means is you'll be able to cast an overdrive as soon as it's summoned, and then its filled overdrive gauge gets replaced with the overdrive gauge that was there before. So you'd usually get a chance to summon the Aeon and perform two overdrives with the Aeon during that fight. Unfortunately, with this case, it's not going to work out that well. Here we have Bahamut's going to go and do its Mega Flare. Do enormous damage, don't get me wrong, it does a lot of damage. This is just a response, so we can't cast magic on it.
Death awaits you.
And then Seymour will de-summon, will banish your Aeon. So, Bahamut's overdrive gauge, which is still full, see? I'm not going to be able to use that. So that's not fun. Should have used haste gun. Notice he's casting magic on himself now, because one of the strategies you can use in the beginning of this battle is to cast Reflect on your own characters. That way, his auto cure, his full life spell, will just be reflected back to him. Now he's casting magic on himself, so it'll never be reflected back against him. Something I just want to mention about Seymour. He is an evil character, but he has a motivation, which is a good thing, I think, for a...
Do you not want to heal Spira's sorrow? Let death carry you off into peaceful slumber.
You can't run from your fate.
See there, he went on about it again. He has a motivation, and he actually thinks, in his twisted mind, that he is helping people by killing them. Because living in Spira has always been such a horrible thing, because back before Sin, even, there were these wars, constant wars raging on, people dying left and right. Then Sin comes along and just starts killing people. And it's like this whole struggle for survival, and not really all that pleasant. Seymour looks at that and goes, ooh, okay, the one way I can solve this problem, save people from this, is to kill them. Kill all of them. And that's what he's trying to do. He thinks that Kimahri should thank him because he slaughtered his way through the Ronso. It's a really weird, twisted piece of logic there. You are going to want to summon a few Aeons during this fight, because Seymour was getting ready to just kick the ass of my squad here.
Death awaits you.
And he's going to go and banish this one. But he used up his turn, so we're good. That was a mistake. Now he's pretty close to death, so this should take care of him. It's a good idea to wander around the Mount Gagazet's side there and get all of your Aeons up to overdrive. That way you can just deal a whole lot of damage with him. But be careful though, because if you overdrive and don't do enough damage to him, he could use cross cleave right after he dispels or banishes your Aeon, and that'll end your fight real quick.
And stay up there!
He will become sin. with my help.
Lies. Forget them.
If he becomes Sin, Sir Jecht will be saved.
We're leaving.
You know something, tell me! Tell me.
Sin's my old man.
You hit your head.
Sin is my old man. My old man became Sin. I don't know how or why he did it. I felt him inside. And when I did, I knew it was true. My old man's spirit is suffering. Sorry.
Even knowing that Sin is your father, still, you know I must.
I know. Let's get him. I think my old man would want that.
You'd fight your own father?
Yeah, no problem there.
About your old man. You sure this ain't some kind of bad toxin dream or something? Then, Chapu. I think I'll just pretend I didn't hear nothing. I'm getting a little confused, yeah? Why'd all this have to happen?
We'll learn when we arrive. Soon.